While driving in Japan last year, I feel like everyone was at least 10 kilometers per hour of the speed limit. Yeah, that's the thing about Japan. Everyone on the highways speeds. Because the speed limit is 50 miles per hour on a highway, chat. Nobody goes that. It's insane. If you drive the speed limit, every single car in Japan will pass you. It's so dumb. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea. Am I speeding? Okay, I guess I'm speeding. Yeah, it's 50. I think 50. It's 80 kilometers per hour. Some of the highways go up to 100, which I don't really understand how they decide. But yeah, most people saw 80. It was really weird. Yeah, a lot of people. It's 80 kilometers per hour, which is around 50 miles per hour, and most people drive at much faster than that. And I heard this weird rumor, which I don't know is true, from multiple Japanese people, that if everyone in the line is speeding, right? There's some sections they were 130 now. What, for real? No, can you tell me if this is true? I heard this thing, and multiple Japanese people have told me this. That if you're not speeding in Japan, let's say you're speeding in Japan, right? And there's like 6 of you speeding, all like following each other. Only the person in the front gets a ticket. I don't know if, or like if you get pulled over. I don't know if this is true. I keep hearing this rumor in Japan. Heck, no way. I'm telling you. I keep hearing... People keep telling me this stuff. Because the person in the front is the one who's like setting the speed. So it's their fault when people are speeding. I don't know if this is... No, you gotta tell me if this is if I'm making this up. I genuinely heard this. Well, the cop can only pull over one car, so it would make sense. Yeah, right? The cop's gonna pull over one car, he's probably gonna go for the guy in the front. If there's like 6 people speeding. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I mean, it sounds like BS, but I don't know. But just don't get caught. I think I've heard Chris say the same. Yeah, well, it's weird, because like I heard this originally from a Japanese person, and I was like, that sounds like bullshit. And then another person, unprompted, said this to me, and I was like, what? That can't be right. That just sounds stupid. Because there's like barely any speeding cameras in Japan. Lexi, please tell me if I'm wrong or right, but I think I can count. I haven't driven like an extensive amount in Japan, but you know, I drive maybe like once a month. I think I've seen like 10 speed cameras total in Japan. In my entire like time driving. I think I have like a collective of like near 100 hours driving in Japan. Maybe more, maybe like 200. And I've never seen any speeding cameras. I think I'm great at driving still, chat. 1 beer, which I think in most countries I can still drive with 1 beer, which makes sense because, I mean, this is easy. Beer is basically just bread. I just had a meal. I think if you had like shots, it would be way worse. I mean, I still don't think you should drive at all. But generally I just wouldn't risk it, but I mean, I feel fine. My advice to you, chat, is if you ever have a drop of alcohol, you should just not drink at all. I know in Japan it's basically just 0. Like, if you have any alcohol, you cannot drive. Which I think is smart. I think you just shouldn't encourage people saying, yeah, you can have a little bit. I feel like it's a dumb policy, because then people are always going to go over it and think they can still drive. Because it's just how people are when they drink. Because people are fucking dumb when they drink. AKA me. Yeah. Like, what the fuck, no drinking and driving? You know, sometimes when I hear people talking about it, I'm like, yeah, I gotta admit, like, the people who are the drunk crashers are really ruining it for those of us who are great drunk drivers. I'm just to be honest, better driving drunk than sober, you know what I mean? And more charismatic if the cops pull me over. So, please don't take that seriously. That is a joke. That is a joke for all intents and purposes.